Man, I used Louisville. That didn't work out too well. Next one, I'm going to use a different team. I'm not sure which one. But I wouldn't mind letting anyone decide. Let's see what this next opponent is.
Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started.
Damn, I ain't going to be able to do shit. It's going to be loud as fuck.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. There he goes. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Try to get it to the edge. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second.
Roughing.
We've got to see what the flag's about. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
And the beat goes on.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Hughes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Fires to the tight end.
He held on to that?
37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude type.
It's a seam wide open. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Does the short pass to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown.
Oh my God!
On 4th down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Moore to the air. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he added the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense,
baby.
and they couldn't catch him.
What you want? Thanks. What's up, baby? You want milk?
Gain some momentum. How big is this?
You want milk?
Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well,
Where's your cup?
Tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore will throw. Going up top. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Garcia. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Oh, come on!
Looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And you say, man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Throws to the tight end.
The D.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass away, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quarterback making adjustments. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
QB draw.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The give to
You want
the
to put pig?
shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 30.
Oh, there aren't any more Oreos.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Moore to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Come on, 86, man. Do your job.
There, it's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Oakley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Johnson looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
What? Where is she?
Plenty of distance
Go
between
see.
them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get
No, you have your
this
tablet.
game.
You're fine.
To the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now...
Wait till your mother comes home so she can get her tablet.
Frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football.
Let's find something else to do.
You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The play action fake. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to blow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some. But we...
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Down the seam on the left. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense putting points on the board.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
You like this better than 25?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I ain't talking to you.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously,
Brings it down on the side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
and I think understanding the situation. Now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
8-9.
Sticks on third down through the air.
There aren't anymore.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete.
Don't worry about her. She's bad.
Breaker this late in the game.
You're down 2 possessions. 4th quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent cover.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. He's at the... And he takes it in on the final play.
No, I've just played with respect. I just played you to the end.
He did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.